Hello, namaste, and welcome to our virtual class. Today, in our math subject, we are going to solve the problems related to subtraction. Today, we are going to subtract 4-digit numbers by borrowing. Okay, by borrowing. Now, let us start. I have written the question here from the exercise 8. Subtract the numbers. Question number A here. So my dear students, you know that first of all we have to place the each digit in its place value, correct place value, isn't it? But here in question it is already placed here. You have to understand that this is ones place, this is tens place, this is hundred place, this is thousand place, isn't it? So we always start to subtract from the ones column, then tens column, then hundred column, and then thousand column, isn't it? Now let me rub this. Yes. Okay, let us start. So to subtract here from the ones column, that is 4 minus 4. 4 minus 4, it is 0, isn't it? Now write down 0 here. Now let us start to subtract from the tens column now, okay? Tens column, but you can see here 3 in tens place, 3 tens here. It is impossible to subtract 8 from 3, isn't it? It is impossible. So what we do, we borrow from the hundred column. Here we have 4 in hundred column, isn't it? 4, that is 4 hundreds. So it will give 100s to tens column. After regrouping, what we here we have 400 and 3 tens, isn't it? 3 tens. We could not subtract 8 tens from 3 tens, isn't it? It is impossible. It is impossible. So what we do, we borrow from the hundred column here. So 400 will give 100 to tens column. So what will be here? Do you know? Here it will remain 300, 300s, and here become 13 tens, isn't it? 10 tens, it will give 10 tens means 100, so here it becomes 13 tens minus 8 tens. It will be in this way. This is how we borrow and do subtraction, isn't it? So 3 will borrow from 100 column, that is 4, it will be 3, isn't it? 300, yes, you can see remain 300s. And what happened here? How much tens here now? Here we have 13 tens. Yes, 13 minus 8 tens will be 13 tens minus 8 tens. Here we have 5 tens, isn't it? So write down 5 in tens column. Again, here you can see we have to subtract 700 from 300. It is 300, so it is impossible to subtract from 300, to subtract 700 from 300, isn't it? Now let me rub this so that I can show you here. Yes, here we have only 300, isn't it? Here we have only 300s. So it will borrow from 1000. Here we have 3000. 3000s, isn't it? So after we borrow from 1000 place, here we have 2000, 2000s, okay, and it will give 1000 to 300, no, 1000, and it become 1000 plus, let me HUNDREDS, okay. Here it borrow from 1000 place, it borrow 1000, so we already have 300 here plus 300s, okay. Now when we regroup, okay, when we regroup, it becomes, after regrouping, it becomes 1300s, okay. Yes, when we regroup 1000 and 300, it becomes 1300s. Understood, everyone? 1000 it is 1000 now, that is why 1000s 1000 equal to 1000s. That is why 1000 plus 300s, it become 1300s. Now here we have 13, and here in 1000 place 2000, okay. Now we have to subtract 7 from 13 here. Now 13 minus 7, what is the difference here? 13 minus 7 is 6, so write down 6 here. Understood? Now 2 minus 1, 1, so now we have the difference 1650. Understood? We have to be very clear with the concept of borrowing, okay. With the concept of borrowing, if we know the concept of borrowing, then subtraction is very easy. Understood? So this is our answer. Now let us go to another question. That is question number B. Yes, in question number B, you can see that it is this is ones place, tens, hundred, and thousand, isn't it? So you have to understand this. So we always subtract from the ones place. That you can see we have to subtract 9 ones from 1, isn't it? So it is impossible. So it will borrow from tens column, but 10 is already 0 itself, so it doesn't have any number to give to 1, which is at ones place, isn't it? So what 0 will do, 0, the tens will borrow from 100 column, okay. Here we have 800, isn't it? So it will give 100 here, 100 means 10 tens, okay, here. So when it will give 100, so it will remain 700 only in place of 800, okay. So 7 here. When it gives 100 to tens place, that means 10 tens, isn't it? So in place of 0, 10. Now only it can give 110 to one's column. That is 110. When it give 110, 10 tens, it is 10 tens, isn't it? 10 tens. When it give 1 tens, then it will remain 9 tens. Understood? So it is 9 tens because it give 1 tens to ones column. We have 1 here. Yes, we have 1 here. So 10 plus 1, it is 11. So in place of 1, here is 11. Understood? Now let us subtract. 11 minus 9, 2. 11 minus 9, that is 2. So 9 minus 9, 0. 7 minus 9, again we have to borrow here. So in thousand place we have 3. Yes, we have 4. Sorry. Let me rub this out. Yes, in thousand place we have 4. So it give 1000. Okay. So it give 1200 column, that is to 700, 1000, 4000 we have here, 4000, 4000s, but we have here 700s, isn't it? It gives 1000 to 700. So when it give 1000, it will remain 3000s, and here 1000 plus 700s, isn't it? Here 700. When it borrow 1000 from 1000 column here, then it becomes here 1000 means 10 hundreds plus 700s. Here it becomes 1700. Okay, this is how we regroup while doing subtraction. Understood? So here remain 3000, here it becomes 1700s. So it be 3000 and it be 1700s. Understood? Now 17 minus 10. 17 minus 9. What is the difference between 17 and 9? That is 8. Okay, write down 8 here. Now bring down 3. This is the difference. Understood? This is how we do subtraction by borrowing. I hope all of you have understand this question number B. Now let us go to another question, that is question number question number H. Yes. Now I think it is no need to say now about the place value name, isn't it? Here 0 minus 3 we could not subtract, so it has to borrow it has to borrow from tens place, and again tens is already 0, so it has to borrow from 100 place. So it is already 0, so it has to borrow from 1000 place. Okay, so what we have to do, that here it will give in 1000 place there is 2, that means 2000, 2000s, isn't it? And we have here 0 in 100 place, isn't it? In 100 place 0, so it gives 1000 here, so it remains 1000. Because it gives 1200 place here, 1000. Okay, it means 10 hundreds. Understood? This is how it becomes 1, and it becomes 10 hundreds, so it gives 100 to tens column. So here we have 9, here we have 10 tens. Now then only it gives to ones place, it becomes 9 tens. So we have here 10 because it gives 1 10 to ones place. Okay, that is why now 10 minus 3, 7, write down 7 here. Now 9 minus 6, 3, write down 6 here. 9 minus 5, 4, write down 4 here. Now here we have 1, isn't it? 1 minus 1, it is 0. 1 minus 1, it is 0. But it is in the front, so no need to write 0 here. Okay, no need to write 0. Either you give this or you do not write anything, no matter. Okay. Okay, today we have done 3 questions from this exercise. I hope all of you have understand our today's content, that is subtraction of 4-digit number by borrowing, isn't it? So only this much for today. You do rest of the question yourself in your notebook. Bye bye all of you.